Hello, welcome to July, welcome to the video. It is time for another round of TBR Bakery. I have a little bit of a weird camera angle here because I wanted you to see his cute little face. In the month of July, I don't have a lot going on reading wise. I'm not doing any readathons or anything. I do have a new video concept that I'm working on. So ideally I would like to get less books as opposed to more books on this TBR, but we will see how the game treats us. I'll go over like priority reads, like readathon type, not readathon, but like reading challenges and stuff towards the end of the video. For now, I just want to get right into things. I tend to ramble, so I don't want to do that this time. So let's just get into it. Let's go over the books that I got in June and see how I did, and then we will get right into gameplay. In June, there is a fly in here. So in June, I had, before I hold this up, let's just go over the ebooks and stuff. I had High Risk Homosexual for a new to me author. I read it. I had Maya of the In-Between for a 4+ word title. I did not read that one. I had Whiskey and Gumdrops for a way back TBR. I started that one and it ended up being a DNF. I don't know if it's a hard DNF or if it's just a temporary DNF, but it was a DNF. I was not enjoying it. The Bands of Mourning for a library pick. I did read that. And I think that's it for things that I don't have physically. So then I had Hold Tight by Harlan Coben for a mood read. I didn't read that. I had How to Love a Jamaican by Alexia Arthurs for a Cooper pick, and I'm still working on it, but I should be finished by the end of the month because I only had about half of it left anyway, so yeah. That one should get done. I had Happy Place for a Romance. I did not read this again. I did not read this. I had House of Sky and Breath for a, what was it for? A female author. I am currently reading this. I'm, this far, but I have it as an audiobook, so I should be able to finish that by the end of the month. I just started it and I'm already over a third of the way through, so I will be able to finish that one. And I had The Liar's Knot for a spinner wheel pick, and I got Big Book, and I did not read that. Shoo fly, don't bother me. So that is it for June. I didn't do too bad. I didn't read everything, but I did read a bunch of stuff that wasn't on my TBR. So I did a lot of reading in June. So I am happy with that. Without further ado, let's get into the rolls for July. Roll 1. It is a 1, so we get a donut. And it is a hyped book. So roll 1 got us a donut, and it was a hyped book. And for this one, I have decided to go with something that I have out from the library, and that is The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I feel like everyone has been talking about this book, so I think it is well and truly hyped. If anything, I'm a little bit late getting on the hype train for this one, but I'm excited. It says, human or vampire, the rules of survival are the same. Never trust, never yield, and always, always guard your heart. I know it's a book about vampires. That's pretty much all I know. The adopted daughter of the Nightborn vampire king, Oriah, carved her place in a world designed to kill her. Her only chance to become something more than prey is entering the Kijari, a legendary tournament held by the goddess of death herself. Okay, so we have vampires, we have tournaments, it is fantasy romance, I believe, so I am super excited about this. One of you guys actually commented when I did my little review of Fourth Wing that I might like this better, so I'm super excited to finally pick this up. I have had this from the library actually a couple of times and I haven't read it yet, so this is the time. It is going to happen and I am super excited. Roll 2 is another one, and it's a cupcake. It is Shuffle and Pick with Eyes Closed, and I stole this prompt from Kaylani Simply Me. Roll 2 got us a cupcake, and it got us a shuffle and pick with your eyes closed. So I figured I would do that right now on camera. I have a bunch of books. My issue with this one, and I had an issue last time, and people gave me suggestions and stuff, but all of my books are different sizes. Well, I tried to get ones that were similar sizes, but like the textures are different. So I have a feeling I'm gonna know what book I'm choosing. So we're just gonna try to like aim it at the floor. I think I'm gonna lay them all out and just kind of pick one and see how it goes. So please ignore the dog toys everywhere. Cooper was having a blast earlier. Okay, so we have Aragon, Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. This is a stand-in for Valor by John Gwynne, which is book 2 in the series. I have Happy Place, The Liar's Knot because I didn't get to it. The same with Happy Place, I didn't get to it. And I have Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm just going to close my eyes. You can see they're very closed, right? Can you see? Yes. Okay, they are very closed. I'm probably hurting the books. It's okay. No big deal. And I am going to pick whatever one that I kind of just like point at, I guess, is going to be the one that I read. Okay, ready? It's going to be this one. All right. Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. So this is again a book that has been on a TBR before. It's just a contemporary romance. It's very long for a contemporary romance. But it just says Knox Morgan doesn't tolerate drama, especially in the form of a stranded runaway bride. I think she goes to this like small town trying to find her sister, her twin sister. One of the twins is a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for, chaotic than the other one. So the main character goes to the town to like do something for her sister or about her sister, something to do with her sister. She gets mistaken for her sister and it kind of goes from there. That's all I really know about this. Again, it's kind of long for a contemporary romance, but I am really excited to read it. So hopefully I will get to it this month. Roll 3. Something bigger than a 1, please. A 2. Okay, 1, 2. Get a cake slice and steal a book. Roll 3 got us a cupcake and it was steal a book. So for this one, it was a little tough because there aren't a ton of July TBRs out yet when I'm filming this. But I was able to find a book on Debbie's TBR. Her channel is Book and Bujo. I will definitely link her down below. And she chose for her July TBR, one of her books is the second book in the Raven Boys series. Raven Cycle? Is that what it's called? Whatever it's called. And I have never read that. So I think I'm going to read the first book in that series, The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I, again, don't know anything about this. I don't have a copy of it, so I can't even pretend to know anything about it. But it's something that has been around for a very long time. I feel like a lot of people have read it, so that's what we're going with. Roll 3. Nope, roll 4 is a 1. A cupcake. Continue a series, that's always a good one. Roll number 4 got us a cupcake and it was to continue a series. And for this one, like I said, this is obviously not the book, but I should be finished with this by the end of the month. So for continue a series, I'm going to read the third book in this series, House of Flame and Shadow. It came out earlier this year, I think in February is when everyone was reading it. And I'm excited. It's the third book in a series, so I wouldn't really tell you anything about it anyway, but I don't know anything about it. Except the reviews have been very hit or miss, so I'm a little nervous, but I am excited to catch up in a very popular series. Roll 5. It's a 5, finally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another cake slice. Well, roll a d8. If it's an even number, I move forward. If it's an odd number, I move back. Right. Ah, nice. It's an even and it is an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thought we were gonna land on the oven. This or that, higher or lower with a d20. Lots of dice things happening. roll of 5 got us a cake slice, and it was a gameplay card, so I had to roll again, and that got us a cupcake. And it was this or that with a D20, and I will tell you the 2 books that I'm going to be using. For my lower option, I am going to use Valor by John Gwynne, not because I'm less excited to read it, just because it's very long. And I believe it's even longer than this one, so me showing you not even the right book in the series doesn't really do much for you, but it's very long. I am very excited to read it, but it is very long, and I already have a couple of very long books on this TBR, so this would be the lower option, even though I am excited to read it. And then the higher option is Kitchen by Banana Yoshimoto, because it's very short, and that would be nice. I would like to read this because it fits for a bunch of my reading challenges, and again, very short. So let me insert that clip here. Okay, so higher or lower with a D20, I'm going to roll a D20 and get the first number, and then if the number is higher than the first number, I will be reading Kitchen by Banana Yoshimoto, and if it is lower, I will be reading, this is a stand-in, it's going to be Valor by John Gwynne, if this one is, if it's lower. So this is lower and this is higher. So let's get our first number. It is a 3, so I have a good feeling about this, but we'll see. It just has to be higher than a 3. Oh no, okay, it is an 8. So I will be reading Kitchen by Banana Yoshimoto. And the winner is Kitchen by Banana Yoshimoto. I don't know anything about this book. This was actually a textbook in school. Like, I got this in college for one of my classes. I'm sorry, the trash truck is going by, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry. I took a contemporary Japanese literature class or something like that. I'm sorry, college was a very long time ago for me, so I don't even remember what the class was. But that's when I got this, and I've always been interested in it. We didn't end up, sorry, there's a fly. We didn't end up reading it for that class, but I was still interested in it, so I've literally just been holding on to this book for like 16 years. So, I don't know anything about it, like I said, but again, short. I love short. So, we will be reading that, and I will talk about it more in a little bit. Okay, roll 6. Are you kidding me? Okay, a 2. 1, 2. We landed on the contaminated cupcake, so we are moving back. 2. Okay, 1, 2. Back to the cupcake, and it's a husband pick. That's always a little dangerous. I'm just gonna say right now, I can almost guarantee that he's gonna pick Valor by John Gwynne, but we'll see. Roll 6 got us a fish cupcake. Wah, wah. So we had to go back, and we landed on a cupcake again, the same cupcake as last time, and we got a husband pick. And I swear my husband loves me, but I will just show you the text thread. I asked him if he could recommend me a book, and in the rolls, I had said that I can almost guarantee he would choose Valor. He did not. He chose Of Blood and Fire by Ryan Cahill, which is a book that he just finished and he really enjoyed. But he did say afterwards that if he had a second choice, like if for some reason I had already read the first one or whatever, he definitely would have picked Valor as his second choice. So I am going to take the points for that. I'm going to say I was right. And the only reason he recommended Of Blood and Fire is because he literally just finished it, I think, yesterday. So he's like on a high from that book. Do I know anything about that book? Absolutely not. But he really enjoyed it, and it's shorter than Valor. So I actually should say thank you to him because he did me a solid by not picking Valor. So yeah, that is my husband pick. All right, this is roll 7. Anything but a 2. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And our end spot is a spinner wheel. I just had to get up to get my tablet for the last part of this video. You are just the cutest thing ever. Can I please have my spot back? I love you. I love you, but can I please have my spot back? I need to sit there. You are so cute. You are just the cutest. Okay, you can stay. He is so cute that I just don't want to move him, so this clip is going to come from the couch. So last we ended on the end spot, and it is a spinner wheel. So I brought my tablet out here to do the spinner wheel. It was charging because it is so close to being dead. Well, it was dead. So hopefully it will live long enough for me to do my spin, and then we can figure out what book I'm going to read together. I have my end spot wheel here, and it probably would have been easier to just screen record at the end of the day, but you know. And let's just spin and see what we get. Fantasy! Okay, well, forget everything I said about having too many long books on this TBR, because I'm going to pick Valor by John Gwynne for my fantasy pick, which is the second book in the Faithful and the Fallen series. I really love this book. It took me forever to read, but it ended up getting 5 stars, so of course I want to read the second one. And again, like I said, I tried. You saw me try several times to get it on this TBR. So this is the perfect opportunity to get it on the TBR. Yes! I'm so excited. So I have Serpent in the Wings of Night for a hyped book. I have Things We Never Got Over for a shuffle and pick. I have The Raven Boys for steal a book, and I stole it from Debbie at Book and Bujo. I have Crescent City 3 for continuous series. I have Kitchen for higher or lower with a D20. I have Of Blood and Fire for a husband pick, and I have Valor by John Gwynne for my spinner wheel end spot fantasy pick. I am so excited. Okay, this is a little scary, especially since there's 2 more books on here, but I am so excited for this TBR. You have no idea. I cannot wait to read any of these books. Like, I want to read them all, and I really hope I get to them all. I know the chances are slim, but I'm gonna try my best because I'm so excited. Well, with the exception probably of like this one, I'm not like super excited about the Lucy Score book, but I do still want to read it. So I'm excited. I think this is a great TBR. I want to go back and touch on reading challenges and all that good stuff. For Adventure in Eldia, I have to read a book about a topic I care about, and for that I'm going to use Feel Good Productivity by Ali Abdal. He is a content creator on YouTube. He is in the productivity space. He's like top tier productivity person, and I'm like, I would just like to be slightly more productive in my life, but I do care about it. It's something that I'm working on this year. So I do want to read Feel Good Productivity, and I was able to get the audiobook from my library, so that will be for Adventure in Eldia. Then I have Genre-a-thon, and this month it is a translated work, and for that I can slide in Kitchen by Banana Yoshimoto. I keep wanting to call her Yoshimoto Banana, but yeah. Because this is most definitely a translated work. It is translated from Japanese. And then for TBR Knockout, there are 2 prompts. There is one that takes place in a different country. My assumption is that this takes place in Japan, so this will fit for TBR Knockout as well. And the last one is a book that involves a road trip. That one I'm not sure on, so I will keep looking, and if I find anything, you'll definitely find out about it in another video. Definitely let me know what you are planning on reading in the month of July, if you're participating in any readathons or anything. I am not, like I said, I just have my reading challenges, and I also have a new video concept that I want to put into play, but I'm gonna need time to read books for it. So I'm excited about this. I'm a little scared by the size of it, but it should be a really good reading month in July. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to like it. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing, feel free to hit the subscribe button. All right, that's it. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.